Okay, so I want to make a video here. People do not understand the gospel of Jesus Christ and a lot of what Jesus said in this book, whether he was a real person or not. There are so many people that are ignorant of what he actually said, who he actually was. Like, listen to what I'm going to say in this book. Because if I'm being honest, I get tired of people like spitting on and making fun of and mocking and cursing and all these things. They're always cursing, the character of Yeshua, Jesus Christ. But just listen to what he says here. Like people out there that call themselves black pillars or nihilists or doomers or whatever. Jesus Christ even hated the state of this world. He even hated things. He's not some lovey-dovey character that people think he is, singing Kumbaya by the fire. That is not Jesus. Jesus is not some wimp. Yeshua is not some wimp character, whether we believe it or not. Just listen. I want to quote this. I need to quote this verse so that people understand, so they can read these things and know it for themselves instead of being ignorant and just saying all kinds of stuff because they never read it. Listen to this. Matthew chapter 10, verses 34 to 42. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And we all talk about how we're sick of the state of this world. We hate a lot of things. We see how things aren't fair. This is exactly what Jesus said. This is exactly what Yeshua said. But yet we all think that he's this horrible character that's to be mocked and made fun of and spit on and all this. It makes no sense. Here, I'm going to read this from Matthew chapter 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. See, this is all wisdom here. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. Consciousness, see, this is awareness. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. So he's saying, if you receive me, you receive something in and of yourself too. If you receive what is being said, if you receive it though, it's only if we receive it though. You see what I'm saying? And that's up to everybody on their own. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. Now, how could you, from now on, how could anybody? Now, I'm not saying I'm not Bible thumping. I'm not sticking up for this. I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying, those of you who do mock Jesus and you mock Yeshua, you mock these words, you don't really understand what you're doing. And I'm here to correct you on that. I'm here to correct people, because this is people that are ignorant of doctrine or ignorant of the gospels. They don't even understand that Jesus was at enmity with the world. See, we say things and we don't even really understand what we're saying, because this is how man is. We are ignorant. We are we speak with the tongue things we don't even understand sometimes, because we think we know something that we don't even really know. I mean, all these things that he says, it's basically saying I am at enmity with the state of this world and how most people are living and the things that we do to each other. And I hear so many of these other channels out here, even people that make fun of and mock and scorn and hate Jesus and hate the the gospels and stuff. I'm not saying that you have to like do whatever, believe or have faith. I'm not someone to tell anybody to do something, because I don't call myself a disciple or a prophet or anything. But I'm just saying, make sure that you're not ignorant of what you're saying before you say it, because a lot of people, they're just automatically just saying ignorant stuff and they don't even realize Jesus was no wimp character. Jesus went into the freaking the place, the temple, and he flipped the tables because they were in there doing all kinds of crazy evil shit. And he said, enough of this shit, enough of this corruption. And he stood up. He was no coward. You see, and this is the thing that makes no sense. Everybody's ashamed of Jesus and some of the words he spoke. Everybody's ashamed of the gospel. So that's why, for whoever understands it, should say, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, because there's a lot of things in here that are talking about stuff that most of the world does not understand, because they have never read it for themselves. They have never reflected on it for themselves. It doesn't mean you have to be a Christian and you have to be some good, holy person and be a saint. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, take a look at what I'm saying to everybody here. Just really honestly, I think Jesus was kind of a nihilist. He was kind of a misanthropic lover, if I could say that. He was like a nihilist. He was kind of a doomer in his time. But then all of you doomers, all of you black pillars out there, all of you people that call yourself nihilists, and you have anhedonia and you hate this and you're negative about this and all that, you all talk about Jesus, but you don't understand that he was basically, he came here and died for people like us, people like you that are like that. He was the sacrifice that showed you, I see the state of this world and what has been created, maybe even what I created myself. Maybe he said, I did this, now I have to show them how much I do care, but I did this in the first place. Because if it is, then everything had to have come from him if he's the creator, right? So maybe he was like, okay, I have to fix this. And the way he did it was saying, I got to show them that I do care. I don't, maybe that is true. Maybe it's not true. And some of you probably think it's fairy tales and it's BS, but I'm saying, look at it metaphorically. Look at what it's telling you. Don't be so quick to speak off the tongue and blab stuff that you don't understand, because there's a lot of people doing that on the internet, and they never even read the words in this book, is what I'm saying. So, and that's for anything. It's not just this. It's not just this. And like I said, I don't call myself a Christian, and I don't call myself anything else either. I just know that some of what Jesus Christ spoke, Yeshua spoke, it should resonate with all of us. Even if you don't believe in it or you don't want to hear it or whatever, he's basically saying things that most people are saying, but yet they're crucifying him Yet they don't understand that he was saying a lot of the same things that we talk about. He came for the prostitutes and the drug addicts and the sick people and the disturbia. That's what he was involved with. It makes no sense to me. Like, and listen, I am not some fanatical nutball with this. I'm just saying, take a look at it, y'all, before you say all this ignorant stuff about it. Take a look at it first for yourself. Quit doing this bull crap for the world because people, your mother or your father or someone in your family has religiously bashed you with stuff. No, look at it for yourself. Don't listen to what they're saying, because they're more than likely they're just religiously bashing you. They're bashing you with their religion. They're bashing you with their good works. I'm a good person. I'm holy. No, not one is righteous. None of us are righteous. None of us. We all fall short all the time, and this is just how it is. But I'm just saying, take a look at these things for yourself, because this is what I did for years and years and years and years. And that's why one of my favorite scripture is Matthew chapter 7. It talks about the hypocrite. He disfigures his face in the public places for everybody to see. He's a hypocrite. You know, don't judge and you won't be judged. For the judgment according to how you judge is how you're going to be judged back. But when you do judge accordingly. You see, that's one of my favorite scripture, because it sums up the law of do unto others as you do to yourself, and be a reflection unto what you want done to you on the other people, and always have that character. Because if you lose sight of that, then you're losing sight of the essence of treating people well. Even when you're in a shitty mood or in a bad place like I get, I don't like treating people like shit, but sometimes I got to do what I got to do. I'm a moody son of a gun, and sometimes I'm just like that. But it doesn't mean that I want to harm or hurt or do anything like that to people. But, I don't know. I just wanted to do that real quick because I felt led to do it. And when I feel led to do something, I got to do it. I got to take action with it. So please, y'all, just look into stuff before you say things out there, because there's too many people that they run their mouth and they don't know what they're talking about with stuff. And it pisses me off. And it should piss you off too. Because, see, listen, these words are actually awesome and great, and are something that are actually pure to me. It says, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. See, whether you believe in God or not, it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor speaking to all of us as one. If you reflect on me, I'm going to reflect on you. You see what I'm saying? So just read that for yourself if you want to know what I'm talking about, because if you don't read it for yourself, then you're not going to understand for yourself. All right. Later. Like, share, subscribe. I got a link down below if you want to donate any mammon. If you want to read my writings, all that stuff's below. Thanks, y'all. Later.